What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. For all you new people that don't understand what's going on, this isn't about me. It's about we. We're creating a community here where we all don't care what color, what race, what creed, what culture, orientation, whatever. I welcome you all to this channel. Thank you very much for joining. For all those who just added me on Facebook, Twitter, much love for y'all for finally coming to this channel and seeing what it's all about. I want to jump right into it. For all you guys across the world that have been hitting me up, asking me about my thoughts about what's going on in the States, especially about the whole police situation and in the African American community, and just getting an Asian American perspective, giving you a third person. I know there's going to be haters out there saying, you won't understand what it's like, yada yada yada, all this stuff. I get it. I won't, because I won't. You look at me, right? But for all you guys that have been asking for an outsider's perspective, per se, this is what this topic's going to be about: profiling. Look, it's sad that in this day and age, we still have this going on. Is it ever going to change? I pray to God that it does. But the only way it's going to change, you cannot count on other people to change, but only you can change. And hear me out on this. When I talk about profiling, look, I'm talking about all across the board. People profile by the way you dress, by your skin color, by what you do, how you talk, your mannerisms and stuff like that. They will profile you, all right? Now, if you don't want to be profiled, don't live up to the stereotypes that are made for your culture, for your people, for your race, for your color, for your gender, whatever. Just don't continue doing that. For instance, for example, the youth that I work with, they used to sag their pants, oversized tees, all that stuff. And until they realize that everybody's going to look at them in a certain way when they see them wear that type of clothing, or they're sagging their pants, no one's going to take them really, no one's going to look at them in a professional way. No one's going to take them completely seriously until they evolve and change and understand there's a time and place to wear that. All right? You can't wear that going to the job. You can't wear, what I'm saying? Like, just understand what it is. Now, look, I feel awful. I feel bad. We had to have people, our own people, die. All right? In the hands of someone else. I'm not going to judge a person for what they did. Who am I to judge? I'm not. But all I can say is this: for those people who took it upon themselves to take someone's life with their own hands, you're going to have to live with it. Now, if you cold-hearted, that's on you. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live with the fact of knowing that I killed someone. I couldn't. That's just me. But look, for all you that have done that, I feel bad for you, because you're going to have to live with the rest of your life knowing the fact that you took it upon yourself to take someone else's life. They're not here any longer. Now, I don't know if it was out of self-defense, okay? I don't know if it's because it's premeditated. I don't know. I don't know if it was a racial issue. I don't know you, so I can't say anything. But I feel awful for the fact that you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. Number two, for the family and friends of all those people that had to pass. I don't care if you were an African American that got killed by a white cop. I don't care if you were a Caucasian that was killed by a black cop. I don't care if you were an Asian. Whatever. We're all the same people. Just because we look differently doesn't mean we don't bleed the same thing, which is blood. It doesn't mean that we don't live and we don't die. We're still humans. Now, until we realize the fact that, look, it's a sad day. All these people lost their children, lost their fathers, look, Trayvon, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, they're gone. They don't get to live anymore. That's as cold as it gets. And for us, look, when I talk about profiling, okay, we know the one side of the profile. Now here's the other unfortunate side. Police officers. You're going to be profiled now. And it's a sad day because you joined the force for a reason. And I have police officers who are friends of mine. And the hardest part about it is, look, I feel bad for those who lost their kids, who lost their father, who lost their son, daughter, nephew. I feel bad for them. But I feel bad for all the good police officers out there who have a heart, who join the force to protect and serve. You know, now they're going to get a bad rap. And they go in and day out to risk their life because they want to make a difference. And because of all this other stuff that's taking place, I feel bad for those really great police officers out there who want to make a difference, now are going to be profiled themselves. Because every single person, because of the news, because of the media, because of how this has been hyped up, now all police officers will be jumbled together because we can't get it out of our heads. You know, when I say we, I say all of us in our society won't be able to get it out of our heads thinking not to profile every police officer out there to get you. You know, I'm ranting about this because it's scary. You know, I feel bad for my friends. At times I feel awful myself when I get pulled over. Here's the hard part. Police officers, cops, whatever you want to be called, look, listen, please listen. There is a fear now, and I don't know if this is what you wanted, because I always thought the police officers were always to protect and serve and to help me out in time of need. All right? Now there's a fear factor. Every single time that any of us civilians get pulled over, there's a thought, a small time frame where we think we're not going to go home anymore. Let alone if you're African American and you've seen the last few weeks, months, whatever gone by, now you're really thinking about, damn, am I going to make it home? Am I going to get choked out? Am I going to get shot up? But as just civilians in general, it's a scary thought to know that I might get shot up if I say the wrong thing. I might get choked out even if my hands are up. I hope you understand that. That is a mean thing. That's heart-wrenching because it's scary. You know, I work with police officers to work with my foster youth, and even my youth, I have to teach them to still trust and still believe that there are police officers out there who are going to be good, who are going to treat you well. But even they get tired of defending themselves because they get profiled. So here's the thing. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of everything. You're going to police officers or cops or whatever will profile people. You know, we need to change that. We need to change that mentality. Civilians, us as people, we're going to be profiling police officers now. We need to change that. How do we, as a community as a whole, come together to learn from all these, not necessarily mistakes, but these life experiences, mistakes, whatever you want to call them, and how do we move together forward? Now, for all you people who are thinking right now, oh, it's never going to happen, it can't happen, we can't change their mind. But look, with that type of mentality, leave this channel. Just leave this channel. Because when you start going ahead and saying it's never going to happen, things can't change, stuff like that, you already stopped the progress. So leave the channel. Let the rest of us here on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever it is, come together and let's figure this out. The only thing I can think of is, look, it's training. It's how you speak to people. It's how you use your strengths. Take your weaknesses, turn them into strengths. If you have fear yourself as a police officer to certain different race, learn about them. Learn how to talk to them. Us as civilians, we have to understand and look, just oblige and don't fight it. There comes a time when a day, hopefully, at the end of the day, one day we will all click and realize that we need each other. We need police officers to help us to keep our streets clean and safe. Us as civilians, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. I forgot, the gentleman that did a video that talked about having personal responsibility, that's a flipping great video. Because all it talks about is you, each and every one of us, holding personal accountability, responsibility about what we can do for ourselves to not put ourselves in the stereotypes or in just certain situations. All right? If you continue living in the same damn cycle, doing the same damn things, nothing's going to change. But you have to change it yourself. You have to change yourself. You have to change your surroundings. You have to continue to believe and teach those younger generations that, look, We can make this happen. We have to change as people, in our minds, in our hearts, in our souls. People, police officers, civilians, black, white, Asian, Latino, Indian, whatever, Native Americans, whatever it is. We have to learn to love. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I know the haters are going to be out there. All my fans, all my subscribers understand it's going to happen. But how else are we going to live together until we learn from each other? Look, we need training. We need training about culture. We need training on how to speak to every individual. We have to understand that there's fear inside of everybody now when it comes to just this whole profiling of race and profiling of police officers. It's going to go back, profile each way. But we need to come together and figure this out. And I am more than happy to come up with ideas with people who really or wholeheartedly want this to stop and to move forward. So reach out to me. Let me know. Let's start something good and move forward. Yes, I know it's sad. We had to lose people. We had to lose humans in this whole fight. And for all you people that are protesting, I applaud you. But look, protesting is one thing. Peaceful protesting is one thing. But rioting? That's a shame. Because all you're doing now is you're destroying your community, you're destroying your neighborhoods, you're destroying the livelihoods of all those other people that are really working hard, hence the hat, to make a better life. So don't riot, peacefully protest to get your point across. Because all you're doing when you're rioting is you're feeding into everything else. You're just adding more fuel to the flame. All you're doing, and all the media is doing is eating this up and making us all look bad and making us Americans look like we have no damn sense in this world. So let's get together, everybody. Let's collaborate and figure this out. Post, comment below. I don't want to hear about all the haters. I want to hear solutions. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below with solutions on what you think we can do as a community to learn from this and to grow. Alright, I'm going to continue on with the Melodic Mic questions after. I want to give a shout out to everybody right now. Thank you for continuing to understand what we're doing here. Help me, help you, help us in this community of growth, of just success, and to continue to learn from one another. Because that's all we can do here while we're here on this short earth before we leave this place. Alright, leave your impression. Okay, big shout outs. You're not going to see me for a few weeks. I am off to the Caribbean. I'm going to be on a cruise on a vacation for a few weeks. So yes, to all those people in the Bahamas, Jamaica, Falmouth, Otros Rios, I will be out there. And then in Cozumel, Mexico, I will be out there also. So look up at your boy, Melodic Mike, going to be in your local island. Alright, so until next time, thank you everybody for continuing supporting what we're doing here on YouTube. Please comment below with solutions on what you think we can do as a culture, as people, as just society to make this situation of profiling better. Until next time, stay blessed everybody. I love you all. Thank you. Until next time, cheers.